Hello, my Scrapper Names fans. So I thought I would try and do something I've never done before for you. Oh, this is rocking a little bit because I'm knocking my table. Sorry about that. I had one of my subscribers ask me forever ago, well, maybe not forever. Sorry about the lighting. I'm trying to get lighting right and I seem to not be able to get it. It's very shiny, very glary. Anyway, I'm trying my best. Anyway, to do a bit of a layout share, because in my craft room tour months ago, I had noticed a pile of layouts that needed to be put away, and she would love for me to go through them. Hello, Cherie, if you're watching. So I thought I would share with you some of my layouts. I have a really big pile of them. It's really bad, actually, that's sitting in an IKEA shelf at the moment that need to be put away. So you've probably seen some of them on videos, some of them you may not have. Some of them have been done while I was at my last retreat. I think, maybe not, I might pull those ones out. Actually, I might start with those. Let's start with them, because those you wouldn't have seen. Yeah. Alright, let me start with those. Alright, let's see. So this is actually my nephew's album, but I took it with me when I went away. Because it was easier to try and store or take everything in. Oh, hang on, how am I going to get that to tuck in underneath? Hang on a minute. I'm hoping not to knock everything off my desk or my camera. Alright, so this is one 12 by 12 layout using Cocoa Vanilla. Can you see that? Is that coming through okay? Cocoa Vanilla Studio collection for them, pretty much, I think, for most of it. I think. Yeah. So it's a photo of my nan, and there's my mum, and then my aunts and uncles before she passed away at her birthday. I think, was it last year? My mum had made this beautiful quilt for her, and yeah. So yeah, this is, oh hang on, is there another one on the back? Oh, hang on. Now this one is using the collection that was just released by Anita at Flutterby Designs, the Parenthood one. So that is this one. So with some of the Flutterby foamies, as well as, what else have I got used here? No, I think that's, for the most part, that's not a Flutterby word thicker thing, but this all is. Yeah. So that is hers. Another one. This is again using some Flutterby Designs paper and some background cards, pocket page cards, and then some other, these are from Kaiser Craft from memory, these little ephemera pieces in the corner here. Maybe I can knock around. And then some little ephemera pieces, I think they're actually from Cocoa Vanilla, to be truthful. Yeah, and that's just a picture of my baby girl from a little while back. Yeah, I actually think that was a challenge from the retreat. Yeah, it was. It was a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 challenge. You had to use like 5 enamel dots, 4 of the cards, 3 wood veneer, 2 word titles or something, and then I don't know, 1 something else, maybe 1 picture, I can't remember. This is another one. This has distress oxides in the background through stencils. That's what that is. I don't know which lighting's better. I'm sorry, that might work a bit better. Yeah. And then just a mix of, I think this is Wild Child. There's some Inky Quill Patreon printables there. Some Chamel. Yeah, a bit of mix and match there. Yeah. Just trying out some different things. A very basic pocket page spread. Now, these are from Kaiser Craft, these pocket pages, I think. And they're not your typical 4x, because that's your 4x6 Project Life card, and it doesn't fit in properly at the top. It's driving me nuts. That's a Maggie Holmes pocket page card, by the way, Project Life card, that I've got in my stash that I've had forever. But I did these very basic pocket page. These photos have been sitting in my photo box to scrap forever. I wanted them out of the way. I wanted them done. So I made sure I only selected a few. I printed far too many off like 12 months ago for this outing that we went to. And yeah, so just very basic labels, ephemera, as you can see, decorative, just real quick together. This was actually done the last morning before I left, literally the morning before I left. So this one goes for a few pages. As you can see, this one, literally this bit here, and that is it. It is your typical reason for Project Life, I think, or that I remember watching all of the Project Life things, introduction to Project Life, and it was whack your photos in there and away you went sort of thing. Maybe add a few bits of embellishments and away you go. And that's what I've done. So yeah, this was never going to be anything too exciting because I really wasn't too thrilled on documenting it. Now these are ones that need to be finished. I've pulled some out. This is an upcoming video, so a bit of a sneak peek, one I've just done. Oh, that's going to be really quick because that's coming up to a video on my channel if it hasn't already come out. What else? There's the layouts to be done. Here's another one that we did. This was a challenge using some stuff that we got in kits for this. So this is a background. I think this is a cocoa vanilla. That's some that's from photo of me and my bestie Loz from last year at the retreat. Yeah, nothing on the back there. This is me and my boy. He'll be so thrilled that I've put this up. Look at him, so attractive we are, so very similar. Yeah, but yeah, some texture paste, some paint, some of the art foamies. This is an art foamy, so you know what it is. These are what an art foamy is, just so you know. They're just literally a bit of foam, and well, not just a bit of foam, but you put paint on them, you put ink on them, and away you go. Go and check out Flutterby Designs. That's where they are. Well, that's where I got those ones from. So yeah, so that's, and it's using a bit of the Wolfpack collection, a mix and match of bits and pieces there. Yeah, so that's that one. Now I worked on my nephew's album to finish it. I think this pocket page is definitely one of those. So here, using lots of, I wanted to use up some of my Inky Quill printables as well. So that's what I did. I mounted some things on foam here as well, just to pop them up, give the layout a bit of dimension as well. And there. So trying to stick with the colors of some of these. I did this one. I love these photos. I actually really like, I don't usually use black and white photos, and every so often I have, because either it just hasn't worked very well, I didn't like sort of how it looked on the photo, or I just wanted a bit of a contrast, because the photos look like in this one, the photos look very similar, but they're slightly different poses. Like you can see Archie's got his head a bit different, and I loved how this turned out. So using slightly different paper collections here, I've used some different layers here, and then a tag tucked in at the back. Yeah, I think it worked quite well, to be truthful. And then this one, yeah. Oh, I shouldn't pull his out actually, because I need to keep them in order. They are in chronological order. What else? His birthday one. This was a bit fun. This was a bit different to put together. Again, some Patreon printables, a bit of a different angle there. I used a different strip of pattern paper for this triangular piece, just feeling a bit something different. Used some like tulle in the back here. It's very glittery. I don't know if you can catch the glitter on there, the light. But it went everywhere. But birthday fun. One on the back. And then another Project Life. I love this one just because of all the different photo shots of him eating cake. Everybody loves cake. So there you go. And then these at the back. And most of these cards in here are Project Life cards I brought specifically for when I knew I was doing his album. So they're either Project Life ones, specific brand Project Life, or like some are from Flutter by Designs, or just, yeah, bits and pieces I've grabbed. And then this one finishes off his, oh no, there's a 12 by 12. But these are my favourite photos with him. So cheeky and so beautiful. I think this one was for a challenge. And this one, I loved the way this one turned out. Can't get this lighting right tonight, sorry guys. The way I've got my camera sitting. So this one has some mixed media here in the background, some splatters there, all different splatters. There's the label, the titles there, yeah. And then this one at the back, which again has the art foamies and some splatters down the bottom. That cheeky face. So yeah, there's some layouts from the retreat. So I'll pop that back. Yeah, so I was very happy with some of what I got done, which was really good. Now, I have a big pile, so I will flick through them. So this is one I done recently, as in the weekend. So just some 3D elements there, as well as some little brads, which I don't usually use, but I was looking for something a little bit different just to add there. This is a very simple layout for me, I find. This was just warming me up after not scrapping for a little bit. Then there's this one, which I only did the other day. I don't know if this one has a video. No. This is my video, non-video time at the moment. So again, this has the art foamies in the background and lots of mixed media. This has been using, I just got a jelly plate, so I've just been playing around with that of late. And yeah, so let me get this lighting set right. Trying to get the lighting right, sorry. Yeah, so again, a nice big 3D title. It's bumped up on some craft foam. I usually like to do that. That's kind of my trick. Yeah, if you watched my videos. So that's that one. Another pocket page spread. Now with pocket, sorry, this is the problem with these pocket pages at the moment. Now with pocket page spreads, and I usually try and pick some main colors out of them if I can and stick to that. So, you know, blues, yellows, pinks, those sorts of things. And that's what I try and stick to and just go with it. I might try and keep them on the ground and just zoom in a little bit for you. Maybe, if that works. And go with that. So that's what I've done here. I've used lots of my Inky Quill printables here because I've been trying to use them up because I've got months worth of them. So that's what I've tried to do. Like I've got yellow in my brother's shirt and things like that, and that's what I've tried doing. So, and double pages, I try and use back to front if I can to try and condense as much as I can. And I'm really conscious of my family albums not to have too much 3D now, because elements in them, because of how much room they can take up, because that's a big problem. So yeah, this is one of my favorite layouts that I have done. I love the photos. It's of, oh, hang on, it's not meant to be there, of my stepdaughter with my niece. I love the photos. I'll show you why. if you can see that. Look at the looks on their faces. Are they not just divine there? Look at that. Just precious. But you can see I love the detail here with my mixed media. I just wanted to do something just down the side as something a little bit different, and then go from there. And that's what I did, because I had the 3 photos and I sort of tried to go with the way they were looking. So Beth's face is sort of looking more that way, so that's what I went with. It's for her album, so that's what Beth being my stepdaughter, and that's what I went with. Plus I was trying to use the what is it, the crepe paper all heart collection, because I had brought that specifically to scrapbook for Beth's album, which is her, and so I was dying to use it, so that was the other main reason for that. This one you would have seen in a Scrapping Fun Kit album, or layout, sorry. Same with this one. This one just went up on my channel, the sparkle one. That one is up on my, I don't know if there's a video for this one, but this can be found on the Scrapping Fun Kit blog as well. Oh, this one. This is an old Kitaholic Kits one, I think, and this is one of my favorite. Now this is very I love this photo, so this makes my photo. I think this is why. It's not a very detailed layout for me. It doesn't have lots of embellishing, it's not bright, but I love it. I think maybe the photo is probably why I'm so biased, but I love it. I just love it. It's perfect for him. It's very muted. It's but it's got these little pops here and some little colors, bits and pieces. It's just different for me, and it's just, yeah, it's just perfect. I think this is another Kitaholics one. Possibly this is how yeah, this, I have been now on the design team for 2 months, I think. And yeah, so this is how old these are going back. I just did the voiceover for this, my god. So this video will be up in the next few days. This video I'm doing right now, that you're seeing right now, is probably going up after this one. So you'll see this first, that one. This one was a bit of a hit and miss. Where I wanted it to go is not where it went. I did the texture paste in the background here, as you can see, with the plan that the cut file would sit over the top. It's gone a bit wrinkly here. I didn't gesso the page enough. I did put clear gesso, but yeah. And then the watercolors didn't dribble the way I wanted it to. Now, in saying that, since then I've brought a very good brush that should hopefully do what I want it to do. It has done what I wanted to do on other layouts, so yes. Oh, this has got to go in my nephew's album. I don't think there's a video for this. So yes, this is another one where I was trying to do something a bit different, where you layer the back. I don't usually do this, and you know, sometimes I just get in these moods. I don't know about other people watching this, and you go, I want to put this, like, try something that I don't normally do that's really simplistic, and putting a pattern piece of paper mounted on a plain piece of coloured cardstock is that. So that's what I did, and that's how it turned out. And I really like the dark blue. It really just contrasts really well against these other colours in the pattern papers, and just sort of pops this really well. So I need to remember to do this. Here's another one for Archie's album. This one didn't quite go the way I wanted it to. I'm not sure if this is the crackle paste or yeah, it just didn't quite go the way I wanted it to. So, bit of a bummer. But anyway, it still looks okay. It just didn't quite go the way I wanted it to. This one, this might be a Kitaholics one as well, I'm going to say. So you might see a bit of mixed media, as well as the couple of different layers, strips there of the paper. And yeah, I liked this one. This was so simple, a plain white background, and that was it. that just simplistic for me. I used one of the little envelopes we got in the kit that month and just put my journaling in there, laid it up a little bit, and away I went. Love the photo, but yeah, just really simple. A plain white background compared to a pattern paper background can make all the difference. So yeah, always got to remember that. This next layout I absolutely love. Oh no, texture paste on there, that's right. So added some texture paste here. It's feeling a bit mixed media-y, a bit textury. Added some extra elements of texture here with some tissue paper layers as well. And then just added lots of pink. I think I was going for a monochromatic tone, actually. I think I was doing one of Paige Evans' classes on big picture classes, and I think we were doing a monochromatic one, and I think I was going for pink. Yes, and that's why this one from memory. This, not a big fan of this one. Splatters didn't go the way I wanted to, but it's here, it's done, and we're just going to deal with it. It's okay, it's there, I'm okay with it, I just don't love it. Don't love it like I love that one, but we go with it. This one's a cutie one. Oh gosh, I have so many I need to put in Archie's album. My goodness. Lots of texture here with the thread. Gave that a little bit of a burl. Always good to give things a go. Got a nice little cut file at the back here. So you see I go through moods. Look at that. That's a texture one. Another texture one. More texture. And then I go through cut files. Watch. I bet there's a heap of cut file ones coming up. So more cut files there. This one's a bit cute, and a cut file. So tried to put some paint in behind my cut file, just trying something a bit different as opposed to backing it. Just wanted something a little different there. Just little elements throughout the layout there. Oh, this one, I love this one. Trying a bit of Paige Evans here. Channeling her a little bit there, as I like to say, with some acrylic paint splatters and sort of washing it a little bit in the background just to mute down the colour in the back a little bit. Did some thread at the back there as well, and using some of her lovely collection. I think this was a Confessions of a Paper Addict cut file. So I don't know, can you see in there? I really liked that one. Now this one was a favourite all round. My auntie loved this one too. This was a Kitaholic Kits one, so if you head back to their channel, I think it should be on there. Another cut file one, Baby Girl and Me. Big cut files everywhere. I'm using some beautiful cocoa vanilla. Again, I think it's a Kitaholic Kits one. This one's a me one. This should be up on my channel actually. A lovely cut file one, a very intricate cut file with some splatters and mixed media throughout. This is from my niece's album, my big niece. So lots of little bits there. I try and get a bit intricate every now and again. So the only problem with me in cut files is I don't always have the most patience. Alright, I think this might be a Kitaholics one as well. And cut file from them way back. Alright. What else? I don't know if I'll show you how many more, because it's getting long. This one's a me one. I think I have a video for this on my channel. Here, another cut file. Another beautiful one. I've done some stamping in the background here, just to match in with this paint like splatters, just to show a bit of artsy, trying to go in with the theme of things as well. I don't know, can you see that? Oh. Yeah. Alright, what else? Let me see. What's some other ones that's not... I don't know if this is a, I don't know if this is a design team one, but this is a fun one. Using some really 3D elements here. And then a different sort of angle for, like, I'm using some paper, thicker paper strips here in different sizes. I think this might be actually a Kidaholics one. And some cocoa vanilla elements, different type of title, sort of like a title and a subtitle. Just something a bit different. Very much me in that there's lots of embellishing and bits and pieces. So as you can see, a bit more me. What else? What about another Project Life? Here we go. Another Project Life spread. I like to use my own papers at times and create my own cards. So as I've done there, can you see that one? And that one down the bottom there. Sorry, can't see that very well. That's not a great one to show you. What else? Alright, here's another one where I've made my own. So as you can see, I've made my own filler cards and things like that here. And just using the papers from, I'd say this is a kit as well. Yeah. But as you can see, and I still have a stack sitting on my chair here behind me. Yeah. I think that will do though, because this video now has gone for, yeah, 26 minutes. So I think that's enough of me rambling on with the layout share. So yeah, I hope you have liked, well, yeah, enjoyed this video somewhat. It is what you were after, getting a bit of mix of what I can see, all my work mixed together, I guess, as opposed to just my bits and spreads of videos. If there's any questions you have looking regarding my style or how I do something or why I do something, please always feel free to ask, because I always like to know, wonder why my favorite YouTubers or scrappers do things the way they do. I love when they explain and things like that, and I try and do that in my videos as best as I can. So if you've always, as always, if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments or on my videos when they come up, or on my Instagram posts. Yeah, so, but anyway, thank you so much for watching, especially if you've made it all the way through this video, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now. Cheers.